This is the OneDeploy Build Manager program. This is the user interface from where you can create and manipulate your builds. Here in the middle are the three main building blocks for any build, which are operating systems. And here I've preloaded some operating systems, Windows 8.1, Windows 7, Windows 10. You can have the server operating systems as well. So here I have a library of drivers that I've built up for all of the hardware types that I wish to support. You can keep adding to this library at any time, even if you've already created your builds. The final building block is applications. You can build up a library of as many applications as you like, and these can be slotted into a build at any time. Once we have fed in the three main building blocks of a build, we're ready to actually create a build template. Here I have 4 build templates. You can have as few or as many build templates as required. Here's a standard Windows 10 workstation with several applications. When you create a build, most of these fields are all pre-filled in, which allows you to get up and running very, very quickly. This is the Windows 10 build. I can feed in product keys. I can select the type of Windows 10, whether it's professional, education, enterprise. I can also pre-select the 32 or 64-bit nature of the operating system, and I can leave that question open to the engineer, or I can lock that question down here in the user interface. I can select a disk partitioning schema, and here's where I choose my applications, which are built up from the library that I showed previously. And as you can see, it's very easy to drag and drop applications from one side to the other. So if I would no longer want Google Chrome in my build, I select Google Chrome, I do remove app, and then I've edited my build. You can put in other things in here, such as branding, and as you can see, the builds are very easily editable in a few seconds. There are 2 key time-saving benefits to OneDeploy. First of all, there's the setup time in terms of getting the product installed, up and running and ready to perform builds. This can be done in minutes as opposed to some other build methods that might take hours or even days. So how does it work? OneDeploy architecturally is very simple. There is no big back-end infrastructure required for OneDeploy. You can deploy PCs from a file share. That file share could be on a desktop PC, it could be on an engineer laptop, or it could be on a server. I've network booted this Lenovo PC, and it's brought me to the OneDeploy configuration screen, and it's at this screen where I select a build. So I'm going to choose a standard workstation Windows 10 build, which is the Windows 10 operating system with some applications added into the build. I get a choice here of whether I want 64 or 32-bit, and about whether I want Windows Professional or Windows Enterprise Edition. All of these screens can be automated, but here I've left them open for the purposes of the demonstration. If I click Next on Windows 10 Professional and 64-bit, I then get an opportunity to fill in the remainder of the computer name. I've already chosen to deploy a computer naming standard, so all of my machines begin with the name OneDeploy, and I'm being asked for some extra information to make the computer name unique. So I'm going to call this OneDeploy 1. And because I've met the naming criteria, the computer name screen has gone green. I click Next on this, and I get a confirmation screen. And if I'm happy with all of the details, then I click Build, and that completes the engineer time for a OneDeploy build. I've got several applications assigned to it: Microsoft Office 365, Adobe Reader, Google Chrome, and those are running through in a scripted, unattended manner. After the application installations have completed, any customizations such as branding or network settings are applied, and the computer restarts. When the computer's booted up, I now have a fully complete Windows 10 build with operating system settings, applications, and drivers.